So machine learning refers to a program that can either learn from data or from experience. So an example of learning from data is in the medical field. You might have just a huge amount of clinical records of people who do or do not have a particular disease, but they've come in to figure out whether or not they have it. Learning from experience is slightly different. That's where, for example, you may have a machine learning algorithm embedded in a robot, and the robot goes out in the world and learns whether or not they're successful at a particular task by actually interacting with the world in a way. And that's typically an area of machine learning called reinforcement learning. A third type of learning is called clustering. It's called unsupervised learning. That's where you have a bunch of data, but instead of like the medical example where you had labels, sick or not sick, here you don't have any labels, and what you're trying to do is understand the data better by finding homogeneous groups. This is often used in marketing to try to find homogeneous groups of people to try to understand how to market to them. The final type of machine learning is something called anomaly detection, where you have a whole bunch of data. Maybe you know that it's what you're going to call as normal, maybe you don't, and now you want to look for anomalies. You want to look for data points that are, if you think about this as being the normal data, you want to look at data points that are far from the normal data. But the key thing about machine learning, and the thing that you really need to have, is really good data, and you need to understand what data to collect. To give an example, for the medical data, if I am collecting your shoe size and your hand size and your hair color, and I'm trying to predict whether you have heart disease, there's going to be some signal in that, because typically people with larger feet and white hair are more likely to have heart disease than children with small feet and people with not white hair, but those really aren't the features that we're looking for.